beautiful Monday morning. As you know, Good Morning Abuja is our current affairs breakfast program where we serve you informations that aim to inform, educate, and entertain you. And talking about information today on the program, we'll be discussing fake news and its effect on journalism and journalistic practice. Fake news. What is fake news? Joining me in the studio is Barrister Usman Yakubu, my friend and our in-house guest. He'll be telling us what fake news is. Barrister Usman, you're welcome to the program. Good morning, Abuja.
Thank you very much for having me.
Yes.
Thank you.
So, Barrister Usman, today our focus is on fake news. Considering the fact that we are about to begin the campaigns for next year's election, we're already seeing that there are whole lots of information out there, and there's a lot of controversy over what is real and what is not. Let's share your thoughts. What is fake news?
Once again, thank you very much for having me. I would like to start by making one kind of general statement that fake news is not a new phenomenon. Fake news has been with us even long during the Roman Empire. There be fake news. But what makes it very common now, that's even become the topic of discussion now, is the coming of social media and internet. Has made fake news to spread like wildfire. Fake news itself is something as false news, where someone will sit, manipulate information that is not true, and start sending it out for people's consumption. And social media, like I told you, and internet is aiding that speedily.
Okay.
You see someone sits in his house, concocts a story, and starts spreading it. And you know, the creator of this fake news knows that what he's doing is lie, that's not true.
Okay.
But you that you are spreading it, the spreader may not know. You understand? You may not know that what you are saying is not true. And the coming of WhatsApp has also, like I said, it's part of the social media, this thing, has also make everything to be as fast as possible.
Okay.
You share a story, somebody composed a fake news, put it on a WhatsApp platform, we start to verifying it, you start sharing it. Before you know what's happening, it has gone everywhere through sharing.
Okay.
But the creator of fake news knows that what he has done or what he's doing is fake, is lie. But you that you are spreading it, you may not know. So that is my understanding of fake news.
All right. So now, let's talk about victims now. You are a trained journalist. You're also a practicing lawyer. Are there laws in place?
That is the area I pick interest on. And I think for the past getting to a year now, I've been doing a lot of research on that. In Nigeria, as it is now, we don't have any single law against fake news.
Okay.
The only attempt we are trying to make is to have the anti-social media law, which is already a bill. But because of pressure from public opinion, civil society, and the rest of it, the government is already dropping that anti-social media bill. But I'm a supporter of that bill.
Okay.
Because where there's wrong, or where there's wrong, there must be remedy. Or where there's right, there must be remedy. Because you cannot just tarnish somebody's image. And because of freedom of expression, you are under the Constitution, under Section 39 of the Constitution of the Republic of Nigeria, and you now start insulting somebody or tarnishing somebody's image, and you should not be punished for that. The society cannot progress that way. In advanced countries, like I told you, we don't have any single law against fake news, but we have some laws, like under our criminal code, and even the Cybercrime Act of 2015. There are provisions, especially under the Cybercrime 2015, under Section 20, the law says if you open an account and use it to spread false news or fake news, and thereby tarnish somebody's image, you are liable to a imprisonment of 3 years, or you pay a fine for an individual and also for a corporate organization.
Okay.
Then when you go to under a criminal code, looking at Section 60 of the criminal code law of Nigeria, you see that if you also spread false news against somebody, it's a criminal offense. And you're also liable to imprisonment or fine. And if you also, under Section 51 of the same criminal code, if you lie against a country, it is called seditious.
Okay.
And can also be punished. But in Nigeria, unlike when you go to Germany, for example, Germany have a law they call a Network Enforcement Act.
Okay.
Under the Network Enforcement Act, they display punishment for spreading of fake news, misleading information. Then coming to France, France was also working on a law again. The law says if you spread a false news against somebody, the person can approach the court, seek for redress, and also ask for an order of the court restraining him from further spreading that news.
Okay.
Brazil tried the same thing. Again, Brazil, like Nigeria, bowed to pressure and dropped their own bill. A very fantastic bill from Brazil.
Okay.
Then you go to India. India is doing the same thing with us here. India does not have a single law against fake news. But they are, under their own penal code law, there's also a provision, just like in our criminal code, against spread of information. You understand?
Yes.
Then coming to Kenya and Malaysia, they have fantastic laws. They call it misuse of Internet Act or misuse of a Computer Act. There's also a Cybercrime Act in Kenya, where they have gone strict. The punishment is very strict on the spread of fake news, on anybody that partake in the spread of fake news. Thailand has the same law again.
Okay.
They call their own law in a different thing. Then in Nigeria again, what we rely on mostly is to go through the tortious liability, okay, where we approach the courts as an individual. If I tarnish your image, for example, and spread false against you, false information about you and the rest, then you can now sue me for defamation of character, claiming damages, and that is all. And the court may award damages against me, depends on the fact we place before the court.
Okay.
So that is the only way people are using to seek redress in court. But for us as a country to have a single law against false news, we don't have one for now. The social media bill as it is now, they are bound to kind of public pressure.
Okay.
And they are dropping it now, just like Brazil and some few countries have done.
Okay.
But I support the anti-social media bill, because you cannot just be going about tarnishing people's image and there's no punishment for that. Society doesn't work like that way.
Okay. Well, while we presently do not have a particular law dealing with punishing purveyors of fake news or those who spread it, I'd like to share your thoughts. How do you think we can curtail this very nasty thing that we found ourselves in? How do we stop people from engaging in fake news? Mm-hmm. How do we get people to recognize fake news? Say, for example, now, I belong to a social media group or a WhatsApp group, mm-hmm, and something props up. How do I know it's fake?
You know, everybody is kind of vulnerable in this situation. You may receive information without even knowing that it's fake and start spreading it. My recommendation, or what I think should be done, one, there's need for government involvement. There's need for government involvement. You cannot inflict pain on somebody, and the government, there is no law that will punish you for doing that. Okay. To the social media providers themselves, like Twitter, Facebook, and the rest, there should be a kind of machinery to kind of detect which news is fake. I think Twitter is doing that. Okay. When Twitter do a kind of verification and says the news is not true, they bring it down immediately. I think other these things, but the most abuse of them is WhatsApp. You can sit in your house, you receive information on your laptop or on your computer, on your handset, and start spreading it. Don't do that fake. Do you know in Nigeria you see something that happened in another country? They export it, they kind of bring it to Nigeria and say, and what they bring it to Nigeria and say that this thing happened in Nigeria here. We've seen pictures of people killed in another countries saying that it's Nigeria. This kind of, you may not know, but it's kind of this, only the social media providers that can help and verify anything before you allow it to be posted on the platform. I think that is what I think should be done for now as an immediate step to addressing this problem. Okay.
Now, should in case somebody finds himself as a victim of fake news, being a trained journalist, we've heard your thoughts around how, as a journalist, you should be able to, or as an individual, you should be able to at least stop the spread of fake news. But now let's hear your professional thoughts as a barrister and a lawyer. What do you think? How do you think somebody should go about seeking redress when he finds himself as a
the only thing available within our law now, within Nigeria as a country, is for you to go to court.
Okay.
And sue for defamation of character. But again, what is the legal framework backing that? Because as it is, our law already recognizes maybe if I defame you on a broadcast media, on a newspaper, and the rest of it. Our law is here to come up with this, to agree with us that yes, you can also be defamed through social media posts, through WhatsApp, through Twitter, and the rest of it, and you can sue for redress. Our law is still tangling with that. They need to amend our law so that all those things should also be accommodated for now. But like I also said again, apart from that right, you have to go to court to seek redress, to claim damages for defaming you as a person. The government needs to also come in. We should all cooperate with the government. Civil society should also work with the government, individual and everybody should work with the government to see how the anti-social media bill can be worked on and also passed. Because that is the only way. Social media, first has caused a lot of issues in this country. To damage you as an individual, causes you a kind of psychological problem. I mean, demeaning you in the presence of your family, friends, and the rest of it. And the person, the creator of social media will be walking about smiling or maybe trying to see that he has achieved his aim. So the passage of anti-social media bill is very important. So that when there's punishment for anybody that creates social media, then everybody will learn and kind of trying to reduce the spread or the creation of false news. So there's a lot of work to need to be done. Our law needs to be updated to accommodate that yes, someone can be defamed through the social media, not only our conventional media like a newspaper, magazine, television, radio. You can also be defamed through the social media. Okay. So that is the thing.
Well, there you have it. We've been having this very, very educative discussion with Barrister Usman Yakubu. Barrister Usman Yakubu is a trained journalist and is also a practicing lawyer here in Nigeria. And presently, you're the PA to the... Okay.
I'm a practicing lawyer based in Abuja.
Yes, so Barrister Usman is a practicing lawyer based here in Abuja, and he has a lot of advocacy as it concerns human rights violations and standing up for those that are downtrodden. You're doing a wonderful job helping those who are vulnerable. We hear of your efforts and we appreciate you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
So that's been our conversation with Barrister Usman Yakubu. Barrister, we look forward to having you on the program sometime in the future.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.